Oh, this is the station concourse itself. We've got a coffee shop and a wee eco shop, and we've also got the Museum of Childhood down there. We've got toilets, hooray! They are not Victorian. And then we have the goods shed down here, which has a beautician's in it, and then some public groups meet in that building there, including my rowing club sometimes, and also archaeology reaching communities in the Highlands, I believe it's called, ARCH, which is a community archaeology group. So that is the old railbed there, you can see, and around here. And the path that we're about to go on, that this tip is located on, is the path of the old railway that the community has been putting back to public use, with only one particularly curmudgeonly farmer who is a tenant, being an absolute pain in the neck, but the rest of it, you'll see, has had an amazing amount of work done by the community to create a link path through to the market town, which is 4 miles from here, and there are no cycle trails or anything, so this is hugely important. But I shall switch you off again, and then as we get down onto the path, I'll put you on and you see the walk. This lovely building used to house the Forestry Commission, Forestry Scotland or something, and yes, we got quite a shock when there were news reports a cannabis factory was found in there, in our tiny wee village, and obviously they came here because nothing ever happens, but yeah, there were lots of men in white suits taking things away from that building for a while. But here we are coming down onto the actual bed of the train, or railway bed, I guess it would be. And it's called the Pethry Way. And this house, I believe, would have probably been the station master's house there. But you can see they're all Victorian because there were things here before. And that is one of the things I'm trying to do with my metal detecting, is establish what village was actually here before the spa came to town. But we've not quite got there yet. I have a lead from some newspaper clippings that talk about Kinetis Farm, and I'm not aware of a Kinetis Farm, but Kinetis is the name of the churchyard we have here. We have a graveyard, and there are references to it from the 1400s in taxes being paid to the king from the chapel site there. So I'm wondering if the field that we have is in reference to that farm, but more research is required. Right there, so this is another wee shot of the rail bed, and we're coming up to the modern sewage works now. So the Victorian one is just beyond that, and that's where the rubbish tip is. So we will get over there and then see what we can see. But I just wanted to show you the effort that community work can do, what the result can be, because this was a quagmire. Those fence posts is all brand new fencing. This footbed is been all put down and rammed down, donations, fundraising, it's all been put in to enable this path to be created, and it's been a phenomenal job that the community has done. People volunteering time and machinery and all sorts. So yeah, if you need something like this in your community, try and get together and organize it, because this is proof it can be done. Okay folks, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I think we've found it. I've been told that it's up to 20 feet deep. People have dug down, people have been digging it for years. And yeah, I think from those bottles laying there, and the pottery, and everything else, and that giant hole up there, that we have located the site that I was told about. So, let's see. What, you want to put the dogs on the lead?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you do that? Yeah. Cool. Right, there you go. So, I'm just going to shut you off until we get the dogs secured, because there's broken stuff everywhere, and then I'll take you over and show you that hole over there. There we go. So, lots and lots of things to see. These are things people have dug out and rejected. Those bottles there. Bottles of wine. Bottoms of wine bottles. Lots and lots of charcoal spoil, as you can see. see that this is obviously someone's excavation face and all the balls that they've dumped out. Let's see what we can see. What is that? That is a Bovril bottle. Look at that. I don't know how old that is. I think it's a screw lid. It's got a seam. It's not that old. But there are a lot more intact things here than there are at the other one. But then considering the other one is a demolition site, though I have been told people have gotten intact egg cups and absolutely intact plates out of the other one, and that they have had other things. It sounds like the dogs are giving Gavin absolute grief. Now he's got her now. One of our doggies not wanting to listen. She being a terrier, it is perfectly normal. So look at that. All sorts down in there. Let's see, let's very, very carefully descend and see. What is that thing? That is a tin of some sort. Yeah, don't know, what would that have been? Anybody have any idea what that might have been? Canteen, even. Very interesting. And anything poking out that we can see, because you can see all the stuff that's been thrown up there that people have rejected and dropped off. I don't know what that was. A tiny little round thing of some sort. No idea. I think this was the municipal tip for the whole village, so there's likely to be all sorts in here. A sauce bottle of some sort, no idea what, and a bolt or something, no idea what. Big, thick piece of glass, and a very nice stripy sort of pottery thing there. Can you see that? There we go. All down in here. And what you see, I've been told this is 20 foot deep in places, and certainly I have spoken to someone that has dug 10 foot down in it. That one's unfortunately been smashed at the bottom. I imagine these are all rejects in here. Oh, there's the edge of the burn. Wow. Okay, so if you can see the height of what I'm standing on down to the side of the burn down there, that will give you an idea of how much stuff has been put in here, because you should be able to see. I know cameras and filming it may be quite difficult, but yeah, that's a long way down of spoil that has been tipped in here, all under my feet, and all Victorian waste. Wow, this place is amazing. Again, 10 years I've lived here. This one I did know about. I was told about this one when I moved in. That's a big bit of cow bone there. I was told about this place when I moved in, and I just never actually came down and tried to find it. So that's my fault more so than the other one. The other one I just walked past it and never actually noticed it was there. Which, yeah, that's bad. But this one I just never looked for, and this one is actually harder to find. So very cool. Bottles over there. What does that one say on it? That one says, did say lemon dingle. And that, an intact one of them, I would love to find lemon dingle. Because that's local. That is local. It's not that old. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's a sauce bottle of some sort. Not being down there is not very old. How do you decide where your bit is? Do you go into, is it okay to go into somebody else's sort of pit and start going into the side of it? Or is that bad etiquette in this sort of thing? And you're required to find a place and dig your own hole? Are you better to dig your own hole? I honestly have no idea of the etiquette, even etiquette of bottle digging. That's something in a bank just there. Just use my boot, still being safe. I'm not sure if you can see, but just using my boot to carry that one up. Steel-toed boots, so all good there. Bottle, intact bottle. It's a slick, I think. Oh, there's something at the top there. Is that just design? I think that's just a design. And I don't think it says anything on the sides. And it doesn't say anything on the bottom. That was just in the bank. That's whole. That's a much, much better result than the other site. Though the other site is more relating to the hotel that I'm investigating. But even so, this relates to the village. So, right, so we're still going on. We're still down here. Here's somebody else's pit. Oh, that's my very first vulcanized stopper. Look at that. That's the very first one I've ever found. Hope you can see that. Wow, I've never found one of those. I see the northern mudlarks find these things all the time, but I've never found one, so that is very, very, very cool. To figure out how to get that out, but I shall do that at home with cut-proof gloves, even. Well, let's head down here. What can we see? There's a bit of metal something. Some more glass down the bottom, a pink shotgun shell. If you guys can see that, hopefully you can see that. Bottles here, bottles there. Drop off to the bank to the burn down there. More stuff here. Here's a itty bitty little one. Isn't it cute? It's a screw top. It's just a mini alcohol one, but he's very cute. And there's another little one next to it. And another little one just here. Again, screw top. An itty bitty one. That's 3 just right there. And there. Let's see. Just looking to see how much further this goes, because I think all of what I'm standing on is all rubbish heap. But it's getting access to it, really. Okay, so let's go over this tree here. And along the way. And then down here. And then along here. Looks like people have probably been coming along here as well. And then it's getting a bit boggy. I probably have to cross over that fence there. And then try and get again down that way. But I'm not going to do that today because we are being super, super safe right now. Hard thing for me to do. Stop and think about what I'm doing and restrain myself. I'm not an easily restrained person. But on this occasion I must be, so that I can continue to do this sort of stuff for you. So, just coming down. Okay. And along here. I don't know what was on that plate. What that was. It had something on it. It said peace. I don't know. Or level. That's what that says, level. You see that? I hope so. I don't really see my camera well. There we go. Level. Don't know what that's about. We'll have to find out. Maybe something to do with the train. Look at that little diddy baby with a little screw lid. Diddy diddy. Oh, there was so much whole stuff in here. This is just super, super, super exciting. And I will just have to be a good girl until we are lifted from restrictions. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, yes, there's brown glass bottles over there. And things on the ground. I'm just leaving the camera under the ground so you can sort of see. some sort of chicken bone over there. Oh, I'm hearing, I think there's other people, so I better go back to the dogs because mine's being silly as normal, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. So folks, that was our wee jaunt down to the new bottle tip that we have discovered. Very, very exciting. We really, really can't wait to get stuck in there and show you what there might be, because that was so cool. Gavin's picked up a really interesting broken one that he's going to try the cutting down technique at home on, that you well, you've researched a couple of different things, haven't you, to how you turn them down?
Yeah, I might need to get something to do it, but yeah, that's it, sort of uncleaned at this point in time. The neck's been knocked off it, but it's got a great, it's like a, I don't know, it's almost like a
compass to me.
Yeah, it's either a compass or a ship's wheel on the front of it there.
So like
once I clean it off, it'll be actually interesting to see just what that actually is. So,
yeah. So thanks for coming along with us, and yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll try and get out here in the next week or so again and have another look around without the dogs, so you've got the two of us commenting, and we might be able to get a bit further because we didn't go down by the burn side and there might be stuff eroding out of the burn, so we're just conscious of our hour, and this one's a little bit further to walk from home. It takes about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, so we want to make sure that we get back in within our hour, even though our neighbours aren't heeding to any of that. 3 of them are just up to all sorts. So, but we are good. We behave ourselves. So we're just going to snap our dogs back on the leads and head back home. And again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
See you, folks.